Hey everyone, and welcome to a brand new video. This one's probably going to be a long running series, but I'm going to call it the Spotted Blacks Challenge. So this is basically another training challenge my coach has shown me, which is going to help me with my shots around the black spot. Before we get started though, please take a moment to like the video if you do, and subscribe to Rope for a Cue if you're not already a subscriber, and stick the bell on to be notified as soon as I upload a new video. So this one doesn't really need a setup diagram like the others. It's basically just the black on the spot. The white you can basically put wherever you like, and the idea is to keep potting the black as many times as you can, keeping on getting position on the black for the next shot. And you can see from the scoreboard here, this is going to be like a high score challenge, so what's the best I can do over time. Not a great start there, but you see, yeah, the scoreboard at the top shows my current attempt, so the number of pots that I've done on my current attempt, the best I've managed this session, and the all-time best. Obviously this is the first session, so the all-time best is currently 0. So yeah, you see I get 1 in, and the current attempt ticks up to 1. And whenever I miss, the best this session will tick up to whatever this attempt is, and then hopefully I'll beat it at some point. So there we go, there's a second one in, and you can see that the current attempt has gone up to 2. I also fast forward me plodding around the table, taking the black out the pocket, so you don't have to watch me do that at my slow plodding pace. That was not a great shot. Put some topspin on there, try and get back off the side cushion, but it was far too hard, so the black went up to the whilst the black went in, the white went up to the cue ball. The cue ball went up to the blue spot rather, and I didn't even bother trying to pot it after that, so I just reset. So that's why you see the best this session is now gone to 3, and I started a new attempt, which is now on 1. Also got a second camera angle for a little bit of variety. It's slightly low resolution though, so it's a bit grainy, so sorry about that. Mainly because I was running out of space on my phone, so I had to lower the resolution to 1080 rather than 4K. Which is why it's a bit grainy. So yeah, so this is another session, another coaching tool that my coach has given me to try, and essentially he has told me that by the time he next sees me, which I think will be the end of July, he wants me to have got 10 in a row. This is my homework essentially, and one thing I will say is, actually, while I was there at my coaching session last, we did this a couple of times, I think 3 or 4 times, and I did manage 4 in a row. So I've already done this a little bit, but I didn't count that in my all-time best because it wasn't on camera. So, although he could verify it, it's not if it's not on camera, it doesn't count. So there's not much to say about this. It's quite a simple little exercise. It's something you might want to try at home. My start-off routine is this. I always start a little bit low on the black, because then I can do a little bit of a run through and hopefully essentially get the same position on the other side, and like that essentially. So the cue ball is actually exactly where I want it, but the black didn't go on. So I basically keep trying to do that, and the idea is not to lose control of the cue ball, but it's very easy to sort of flinch and hit it a bit harder, or put a little bit of unwanted side on it, something like that, and it runs away a little bit. So you can see there, I've just sort of come a bit high on the black, so now the cue ball is going to go towards the top cushion. And I tried to screw back, but I didn't get enough screw back on it, and I didn't even bother, even though the black went in, I didn't even bother trying to continue that attempt, so that's stuck at 2. Good job I didn't get that one in, because I forgot to change the scoreboard, I noticed. That was not close. Really, this shot in particular should be like a 9 or 10 out of 10 for me. Like a 9 out of 10 definitely, because nothing's a 10 out of 10. But it should be a 9 out of 10, but I'm still sort of getting it maybe 6 out of 10, which is not ideal. So yeah, by the end of July, basically I have to have done 10. I don't know how he wants me to prove that, but we'll see. Maybe I'll show him this video or a video in the future where I hopefully get 10. If not, he'll maybe want me to replicate it live for him at the next coaching session, which could be a challenge in itself. So this will be probably my regular Monday video, so this sort of thing, just doing this every time, maybe with or without commentary depending on how much time I've got, but it'll always have the scoreboard and that kind of stuff, so you'll be able to see what's going on. I'll try and commentate if I get time, but there's not a huge amount to say about it because it's essentially generally the same shot over and over again. I'll try and change the camera angles up a bit when I do different sessions to try and make it a bit more easy, a bit more interesting is the word I'm looking for. Interesting, Steve Davis. Yeah, so that's sort of my. Oh, there's the lights go off. That's sort of my ideal position. So, well, one thing I will say is I don't do this indefinitely until I beat my high score. I basically have allowed myself the time of 20p in the lights, which equates to 12 minutes. So this session I started it halfway through the lights session, so I'll stop it halfway through the lights session. But in future videos, basically, you'll see me start with the lights off, put a coin in, and that's the sort of start of the session. So it's the best I can do in the 12 minutes. So the videos should never be longer than 12 minutes, but they should be significantly shorter because I will fast forward the respotting and things like that. You'll see quite often that I get the black in, but my position is completely crap, terrible. So I don't even bother trying to take the shot. I think I would if it was a chance to beat my best score, but at that time I didn't think it was, so I didn't take that shot. But actually, unbeknownst to me, it was a chance to get 4 rather than stick on 3. Yeah, try and screw back a bit again. Didn't quite. I think I've learned how to play that shot better recently, so I won't dwell on it too much. But yeah, that's not the right shot in those circumstances. Here I do try and cut the black in, even though it's not ideal position, just because I had a chance to get the white back down the table. I thought that was in. You see my disappointment in my face. I thought that was in at the time. I don't even move the white there, leave it where it landed because it was that good position. But I still mess it up. So no fast forward that time because I think this is my last attempt. Can I get a high score on my last one? Nope, I can't even get the black in the first attempt. So that was pretty disappointing. But that is the time's up. And that is the end of that session. So you can hear the score here. So my current best is 0 because it's the first attempt. So this session was on the 31st of May and I managed 3. So that should mean, yep, you guessed it, a new high score with my fancy high score animation that I definitely didn't get off the internet for free. And yeah, so that means my new current best is from 31st of May and it's 3. And the next session, that's what I'll have to beat. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching Wrote for a Cue. Check out one of my other videos if you like, or even watch another playlist. Thanks very much.